Gymnastics Championships, the Australians have been key to this sports organization. Now they're finding the way to center stage with improving results. It could be the California coastline, but it's down under, where in gymnastics Australians are underdogs no more, thanks to an import.
To them, I'm just the crazy American, but I'm using that to my advantage, and I'm bringing in a little bit of a American style, I guess you'd call it, just to get these kids a little more competitive and have them know that there are consequences for each competition, and that falling off apparatus is not going to get us where we want to go. And so I'm trying to get these kids to have a little more fighting spirit.
She knows all about it. Coach to a world champion and gold medalist from the Atlanta Olympics, Shannon Miller. Peggy Liddick's pride, and finally the payoff for all the hard work.
We had to do a lot of mental preparation, and I had to do a lot of positive psychology with her, because she was so down on herself and was doubting herself so much, which of course nobody sees. When she walks out on the floor, she just, you know, emulates confidence. When she landed, full in, stuck, finished, I was so happy, not only that she hit her routine, I was happy for that, but it was like the first words in my mind were, it's over. I was so happy that I didn't have to beat her up anymore, and she could rest and get this thing healed up.
Now wearing different stars and stripes, Liddick brings a winning tradition to ambitious Australia as the new national team coach.
But try to remember to present on every single routine, just so it's part of the routine.
She's helped us out a lot already in just 1 year, and our consistency's come up and our difficulty, and we're all just a lot more confident, and she's really helped us.
From Atlanta, I will always have those memories of walking into team finals with the hometown crowd. I mean, every person with the American flag waving, and the noise and the energy and the support, and that feeling will never, ever leave my mind. It was such an awesome feeling. And I would love to have the Australians walk into team finals and feel that. Not because I need it, but I would love those kids to feel that. There's just nothing like it. You can't create it, you can only experience it.
16-year-old Brooke Walker would love to have that feeling going into team finals. No question the Australians are on the rise thanks to Peggy Liddick, and Brooke goes to the uneven bars.
And there is nothing like that feeling. I agree with Peggy. And Brooke is one of the veterans on this team, and she could do big things for them heading into Sydney. Mark Colton steps in for the spot, but she's just fine. This is one of Brooke's strongest events. She's going to have a 9-9 start value. This is the toughest event to get a full 10 start value. Beautiful toe on half. Front giant full, winds it up, double front dismount.
Solid routine by Brooke Walker, the 1997 junior Australian champion.
Every time you pirouette or flip, big bonus. There's toe on full, right to the ginger. You can see Mark standing by, ready to catch. He's not needed.
Here's the result, 9-4-5. There's no question the Australians are going to be a challenge to the Canadians and the English at the Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur. To China now, and Peng on the beam.
And we've talked a lot about China being innovative on bars, but I think they own balance beam. Beautiful punch front salto mount. The amazing thing about that mount, Scott, a lot of the athletes are doing it. It is so blind and so difficult to stick. Gorgeous Yang Bo jump, named after one of the famous national team athletes, Yang Bo. Anything that arches backwards and is blind. Struggling to hold on, but that's a great combination. And that's the name of the game on this event. Combination work. The judges want to see one trick right after the other. Makes it tough to do. Just gorgeous. A lot of athletes do the front salto. She's one of the few in the world that does it in a pike position. Makes it difficult to do because it's harder to rotate. Oh, fighting. Love to see that attitude, not giving up. But you know that'll cost her.
Just 15 years old, and the Chinese just keep rolling out the great women gymnasts. You think of Mo Hulan, Liu Juan, and now a whole new generation of gymnasts represented by people like Peng.
Great dismount. It's right on the money. She'll have the 3/10 deduction earlier on, but the rest is solid. Here's that neat tumbling line. Front handspring. Aerial walkover right into a back handspring chest roll. So she's showing front tumbling combined directly with back tumbling.
Peng of China on the beam, walks the fine line with a 9.4. This is Elise Ray of Tallahassee, Florida, competing for the United States on the floor exercise.
And Scott, we're in for a treat. I talked to Coach Kelly Hill. She has a brand new line prepared for her athlete today, and she's going to do it in the first pass. I always love this routine. Elise is so precise in her movements. She's a gorgeous dancer. But this is the line she's psyched up for today. Triple twist through to punch front. That is world original. It is so tough to do.
Great start to the performance of Elise Ray. You talk about Kelly Hill, that's of Hill's Angels, who coached the great American gymnast Dominique Dawes.
I think Elise Ray is following in Dawes' footsteps. Big double pike, just keeps it in bounds.
Elise was 4th all around at the 1997 U.S. Nationals in Denver, Colorado.
The thing I love about her routine is everything is so clean, so clear. You can take a photograph of each section of the choreography and it can come out perfectly. Two and a half. Ooh, that'll be a .1. Scott, the rest is exquisite.
Tremendously intricate routine on the part of Elise Ray of the United States. Just a step out of bounds on the end of the final line, but should get a good result.
Take a look at this. World original, world class. Triple twist, sees the floor, has to immediately punch out of it in a split second.
There she is with her coach Kelly Hill, 9.375 for Elise Ray of the United States on the floor exercise. Now we go to the vault, and a woman that Canada is counting on, Veronique LeClerc, 17 years old, of Saint-Hubert, Quebec.
You can definitely count on Veronique on this event. It's her event. Front pike, half out. Slight, uncharacteristic step to the side. Usually she nails those down, and I'm sure that's the technical correction that Michelle Charon just gave her. The landing is critical. It's the last impression. The judges have got to focus on that error, and she wants to eliminate that.
9.150 for the first of 2 vaults. The score is to be averaged for a final total.
She's going to perform the same vault again, but it's much better than the first one.
Veronique competed at the 1997 Worlds in Lausanne, Switzerland, where she was 28th all around. 9.212 the average for the 2 vaults. So as you say, Carol, much better the second time around. And here is Vanessa Atler of the United States, the floor exercise.
Scott, the next generation of American gymnasts are so exciting and so dynamic on floor. You like Elise Ray's first line? Take a look at this one. Double layout, punch front. Atler is tremendously strong, and she's very fast twitch. That means she can get out of the floor before she's even taken off.
Has really burst on the scene, shared the national championship in 1997 with Christy Powell.
And she is a tumbler. Whip through to immediate double pike. Most athletes will put back handsprings in after the whip back to set up for the victory. Atler doesn't need to.
Reminiscent of the rise of Dominic Mosianu in 1996, Atler was the junior national champion, so she's already at the top of her game, only 16 years old.
Nice, precise jumps. Jump double turn, right on the money. Again, a well-balanced routine. She's passionate. She's dancing her heart out. But the best part, she can tumble. Triple twist. Spectacular performance.
Talk about the fast twitch of Vanessa Atler. There's the coach of the U.S. team, Donna Strauss. And great rewards for that routine, I'm sure.
Scott, this is mesmerizing. Double layout. She has to see the floor, punch out of it, front salto right into a gorgeous artistic jump.
And look at this, a 9.775 for Vanessa Atler of the United States. After 2 rotations, her teammate Kristen Maloney leads, Wang Mandan of China, then Sierra Sapinar. Katie Rowland of Canada is in 5th position. In the team competition, it's the USA, China, Australia 1, 2, 3 with Canada 4th. Rotation